Where is she? She's supposed to be in this class 5 minutes ago. She confirmed by email. Doesn't she know the time zones? Today we're going to look at a few apps and websites that will help you be on time for your Zoom calls and classes. Be confusing to keep track of the different time zones in my own country, let alone the rest of the world. I have students everywhere, all around the world, and the time zones are different everywhere. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when my videos come out each week on Thursday. Now, let's figure out what time we're supposed to be in that class. Ever since I started working with international students, I've been extremely aware of the many time zones across this globe. Living in China and teaching there for a year made me think differently to when my friends and family back home would be awake and ready to chat. For half of the year, China was exactly 12 hours ahead of my home state of Rhode Island, which follows the Eastern Standard Time in the United States. That was really easy to understand. Exactly 12 hours. They were 12 hours behind me. I was in China. They were on the eastern coast of the United States. Except for daylight savings time, which happens from November until the second Sunday of March. And then it was 13 hours. Or was it 11? I could never figure those out. I messed it up all the time. A really quick history lesson here. Daylight savings time was fixed to reduce electricity usage by extending the daylight during 8 months of the year. There is a rumor that Benjamin Franklin came up with the idea, which he did mention way back in 1784, and that it was supposed to help farmers by giving them more daylight time to work in their fields. It actually wasn't commonly used until World War I, when European countries tried saving fuel consumption for their war efforts by reducing the artificial lights in the evening. In 1966, the USA standardized the daylight savings program, but the current system the United States uses right now was implemented in 2007 by President George W. Bush. Using these apps saved me from making mistakes and embarrassing myself when trying to contact other people in different countries and following their time zone changes. The apps or the websites do all the hard work for you, and you don't have to remember anything. You just need to know where you are right now and where they are. And then everything else is figured out for you. Let's see this in action. The website timeanddate.com is simply amazing. I'll have the link below in the description, and I will have the website right here on the screen. Watch as I show you how to determine the time of any place in the world compared to where you are right now in your current location. Here's the website, www.timeanddate.com. Here it is. There is so much information on this page. We have today's information for my location, Providence, Rhode Island. Here's the world clock, time zones, the calendar. Then we have this section. It can help with your reading practice in the news, holidays and events, time zone news, and a newsletter. But we'll go back to holidays and events. And we have calculators and timers listed here. Down at the bottom is sun and moon, weather, and the apps. Notice the links for iOS, Android, and Windows apps. Now, click in the world clock box. I'll type in London and click. I get this page. my time in Providence, the same time in New York. Right? We have the same time zone. Then here's London that I typed in. And they also gave me Tokyo. You can see all the different times. Now underneath here is a long list of places that have the word London in its name too. So if I wanted to, I could actually choose from one of those two. So let's go back to the first page. In here again, I'll type in Shanghai. Here's the current time in Shanghai as of when I was searching. Some details about it and a map. The weather too. So dateandtime.com, wonderful website. This is what it looks like on my iPhone. I use Apple products, and as I showed you on the website, but it's also available to Android users and those with a Windows phone. Here is the app on my phone. Have you ever made an appointment to meet somebody online and then didn't have the correct time? Type "oops" in the comments below if this has happened to you. It has definitely happened to me. Most phones will have a world clock that you can add any cities to. Take a look at mine here on my phone. Click the clock. World clock is here at the bottom. New York is set as my default time. I added London and Shanghai. Click the plus sign, right? You can add many cities, and welcome Kiev. I added this to my list. In today's fast-paced world of online classes and Zoom meetings, knowing the correct time will make you look knowledgeable. Paying attention to detail is vital to making a good first impression, and it helps you to stand out as an excellent student or an excellent coworker. With the changes in 2020 and COVID-19 and the lockdowns around the world, online meetings and classes hold more importance. Do yourself and your other meeting attendees or other students a favor by paying careful attention to the time zones. This way, you can show up to the meeting on time, or you can tell somebody that the time chosen is good for you, especially if the meeting will happen when you're supposed to be sleeping. Thank you for watching. I appreciate spending time with you. For more videos, check out these here. Also, check out Kristin's Conversation Club for a chance to chat with us. The link is in the description. Never stop learning. See you soon.